Hey folks, last night on BBC Four, there's a program called A Very Black British History. I think it was called, or is it anyway, A Very Black British History. We'll run with that title. I might have it wrong, but anyway. And it was about my parents' generation that came over in the 50s from the Caribbean. But it was focusing on the immigrants that settled in Birmingham. See, my folks came over from Grenada, Caribbean, and they focused in London, as you can hear by my accent. Born and raised, made in Britain, born in London. And anyway, so they talk about their experience in the second largest city in the UK, Birmingham. Brum. I'm not going to do the Birmingham accent. I'm not going to humiliate myself. Anyway, the part of the documentary I want to focus on is when they went to church. Now, bearing in mind, church was religious. Religion's supposed to be colour-free, supposed to be all-inclusive. Now, you know where I'm going with this. And but this was not quite the case that these people found in the 50s when they went into a church full of a white congregation. They found people were shuffling up away from them. Some of the vicars were saying, "Oh, we'd appreciate," words to the effect of, "We'd appreciate if you do not return again," or you may feel comfortable with a church down the road that's more suited to you people. Basically, they weren't welcomed. Now, this coincided with a previous video that I'd done on my other channel called Problem with Religious People. See, now this is the reason why I have a problem with religion, basically, because I find the more devout the person or the people, the more the opposite of what it is they're supposed to be practicing, they become or they are. Every religion, be it Muslims, be it Catholics, especially Catholics. Like, for example, let me give you an example. All right, let's focus on Europe for the time being. Look at Europe. Don't you find the more Catholic the country, the more racist the nation tends to be in terms of their reputation. How racist they actually are, I cannot give a degree because I don't live in those countries. I'm only going by the reputation that they have, i.e. Spain, Italy, East Europe. The more Catholic the countries they are, the more racist the people appear to be in terms of their reputation. Now, if you hail from one of those countries and you're offended with what I've just said, of course, I'm not holding you personally responsible because I know that not all Spanish, not all Italians, definitely not Italian because I've dated Italian women, of course, and Spanish women, but I know not all the people in the aforementioned places are guilty. However, you have to own when I say own the responsibility, you are not responsible, of course not, but you cannot deny there isn't truth in what I'm saying. In the same way, I cannot deny that there is truth with problems with Afro-Caribbean people. I have flaws, you have flaws, we all have flaws. None of us can go scot-free and say we're blemish free. So this is not me just pointing my finger to you, okay? So this is like what I said. I have a lack of respect for religion and Satan, and this goes for all religions. And what was I gonna say? Now I almost lost my. Oh yeah. That's right. So I remember one time. This is quite funny. Now this guy I think it's from India or Pakistan. I was engaged in a debate on YouTube regarding mixed relationships, and now he thought that he could wind me up, or he thought I was going to be upset, so he left a comment in response to my comment saying, "Oh, black women are better treated by Asian men Asian men treat black women better than black men, or words to those effect. And he's expecting me to be offended or something like that. And my response not only surprised him, but it kind of humiliated him in a way. And that's why he sort of backtracked and he tried to sort of soften his blow. So my response was, wow. I said, wow, I'm honored and I am glad to hear that Asian men treat black women well, because as far as I am aware, the reputation you guys have is that you see black people as less than animals. The reputation that Asians, as in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, that you're very racist towards black people, and the black Indians are classed as untouchable. So I'm honored. I'm glad to hear that I'm wrong. And on that note, he started to come with a brother talk, and he tried to sort of backtrack on his intentions. Again, I emphasize, what do these countries have in common? Sikhs, Hindus, Muslims, supposed to be very religious. Again, and what are they known for? They're known for their prejudice, their racism. Of course, not all, because it's an old cliche. Some of my very close friends come from them places, and some one or two of my good times in the bedroom has been with women from that side of the world. So definitely not all. Whoa. Hounslow is hallowed ground, boy. Boy, there's an Indian woman from Hounslow, boy. Whoa, that's a sacred part of my memory. Anyway, I digress. So, anyway, so the point being is, coming back to that TV program. See, this kind of coincides why religious people, I don't really have time for you as such. There was once upon a time that I wouldn't call myself as religious, but I had a very heavy interest in the Bible. I'd done Bible studies, I learned about scriptures and so forth, and I would have called myself a Christian at once upon a time. But now that I've learned a lot more about the Bible in terms of its origins and where it's come from and such like that, that's another subject for another day. But at the time when I was studying, I didn't know that it justified slavery. I did not know that. I know that now. I didn't know that we don't know who the author is. So basically, the long and short of it is, in terms of my spiritual walk, in terms of my belief in the Creator, I don't know what God is, but I'm quite certain what God is not. And I don't believe in the biblical God, so to speak. I believe there's something out there, but I don't know. I don't really know. The Big Bang Theory, I don't know what caused it. I don't know what's behind. I don't really know. So, I don't know which way it's up. I believe there's something more to what we know, but I don't have the answers. I don't know. I just simply don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised that there's something out there, as such. I do not believe we know it all. I do not believe we see it all. I think there is more out there to what we see. That's my stance. But in terms of the Bible, from what I've learned, there's a whole heap of holes. There's a whole load of reasons why I no longer believe in it. That's my stance. But as for religion, I have no respect for religion. I'm afraid. I don't. So, if you're handing out leaflets on the streets, be you Muslim, be you Christian, whatever, take a good look at this face and do not approach me. Thank you very much. I respect you in terms of if you're genuinely a good person, and that's another thing I wanted to add before I go. This is the irony. I've seen more godliness and compassion in a non-believer than I have in your so-called believers. Like I said, the more devout I find the person are, the more opposite of what it is they're meant to be believing they are or become. There you go. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. Not that my opinion or beliefs mean anything, but I'm just sharing it with you. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Bye.